Hey there traders, David Floyd here with Aspen Trading Group on behalf of Real Vision TV and the Technical Trade Series. Today I've got a really interesting trade setup for you, and it's Dropbox. Now Dropbox just went public less than a month ago, so obviously it's going to be a little bit difficult to make a case, be it bullish or bearish, from a technical perspective. We do have some limited data to work with, and I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. But I'm actually going to be sharing Dropbox with you today primarily from a fundamental standpoint. Then I'm going to overlay that onto a technical chart, which is shorter term in nature, to make the case. We are bearish on Dropbox, and I'm going to go through a few bullet points right now as to why we're looking at being short Dropbox. The revenue for Dropbox has been declining for the last 2 years. And essentially their business model requires them to take people who are getting the service for free and moving them into a paying subscription. Now that's going to be tricky. There's a lot of competition out there between Google and Amazon. In fact, the most distinguishing feature that I saw looking through the competition out there is that you can get a terabyte of storage from Amazon for $49 a year. Dropbox, meanwhile, will sell you a terabyte of storage for $99 a year. Basically the same thing, but for double the cost. Now for me, I've been using Dropbox for quite some time, so maybe I don't want to make that transition over to another provider. But based on what I get from Dropbox right now, it's perfectly fine. I don't need to upgrade, but perhaps I'm not the average user. But I do see that as a potential problem. I think where we see the wrinkle in Dropbox is in terms of the float. They floated 35 million shares with the IPO. But an additional 326 million shares are going to unlock 6 months from now. Now, to me, when you combine that with the relative challenges that they have from a fundamental and a competition standpoint, that to me doesn't bode well for the stock price. Stock came public at around $30, shot up to around $34. It's currently trading at $30 today. I personally see the stock from a valuation and a technical perspective down around 20 bucks. So here's how I'm looking to play it. I see the stock over the next 6 months moving down to around $20. We're currently trading at $30 now. I want to show you the technical rationale as to how I arrived at that, and also from a valuation standpoint. Then I'm going to show you how I believe is the best way to express that trade. So as I said, we have limited data to work with since it is an IPO. But the first thing that jumps out to me is that if you go to the April 12th high, which is up around $35, we have a 5-wave move lower since then. Again, that's an impulsive move. And when you have an impulsive move up or down, it's usually followed by at least one more impulsive move lower in this case. Now, right now we're in a corrective mode, and I think prices could probably get up to around $30.50, maybe all the way up to about $32. And then I see prices moving lower. So what I would look to do is I'm looking to be buying October 30 puts. So that's going out 6 months to take advantage of that unlock of the 326 million shares are going to be unlocked in 6 months. That's going to be in September. So I want to buy the October 30 puts because I think from a valuation standpoint, Dropbox is probably fairly valued somewhere between $17 and $20. But from a technical perspective, if we can get this wave 2 correction to kind of stall out in and around $30.50 all the way up to about $32.22. So you might want to just layer into buying puts in around those levels. If we then assume that the Elliott wave components take over, wave 3 of this move at minimum is going to be moving down towards $19.80, maybe to $24. But either way, if you can buy those puts, which are currently trading now around $5.80. Obviously, they'll cheapen up a little bit if we get a little bit higher in this correction, and Dropbox offers a fantastic opportunity because I do think the competition, the float, and just the general technical outlook at this point in time does point towards $20 in Dropbox. This has been David Floyd with Aspen Trading Group on behalf of Real Vision TV and the Technical Trade Series. Again, volatility is really in force thus far in 2018. There's going to be plenty of trading opportunities. I look forward to the next video.